Good morning, another edition of Behind the Scenes. And literally, we are behind the scenes at Grace Chapel. We are behind the screen on the right side of the sanctuary. I'm right behind it, that's why everything's in reverse. Behind me is our projector projecting back up there. We use two of them. They're connected via networking cables, and they split and they come from the computer in the background. But the real feature today that we're going to be looking at is Patrick Mazzochi's guitar amp rig. Back behind the screen, he's got this beautiful Vox AC 15 top boost amp that we have mic'd up. Right now the amp is in standby. It's a tube amp, meaning it has actual vacuum tubes in it that control the sound and give the amplification the boost it needs. It has two sets of input amp tubes, and it has one set of output tubes. The input tubes give the amp its distinctive sound, and the output tubes give it the volume. And we put it behind here so the amp isn't blasting out the congregation, but it gives us a good wash of the sound across the stage. He has the amp connected via various cables. You follow his cable. He comes out here and joins up with his pedal board. This is where Patrick controls the sounds. On the very right side where my foot is, that's a wah pedal that gives it the ability to change quickly between high and low frequencies, giving it that wah sound, and he uses that a lot for texture and tone. This one right here is a Boss Super Overdrive. This allows him to gain some boost, especially when he plays lead guitar or solo guitar in the upper register. He'll step on this to give it that sound, and then when he's done, steps on it again, and he's back to his normal sound. The one pedal that says OCD, OCD is a Fulltone pedal. That's the brand, and the pedal is called an OCD pedal for obsessive compulsive distortion. This is where Patrick gets that crunchy sound that he uses. Up in the top left-hand corner is a Boss DD6 delay, and then he uses this pedal right here to tap in how the delay works. Up on the top in the middle is a Keystone pedal, which controls the tremolo unit in the amp, and then the very right on the very top is a tuner, because we really enjoy when Patrick's in tune, and he uses that to tune his guitar. When he pushes on the tuner, it makes the guitar silent so you can't hear it, so between songs he can check a string or two, or even in the middle of the song. Of course, this takes a very good amount of cables, and there's between every pedal there's cables, and there's a power supply built in there. Patrick has built his own custom cabling system that goes back to his guitar. One of the cables is actually his guitar cable. The other cable that's wrapped around and built into that is a cable that controls his monitor mix that comes back to here to his monitoring system, and then back up to his earphones. Patrick is a low-tech kind of guy, so he has his song list on the floor. One thing that Patrick has done is he's memorized all the music. Each week he knows the songs in and out in his head, how they go, and has it all memorized. And I think that's quite amazing. Now Patrick's guitar, he's playing with a Les Paul. The Les Paul is a Gibson guitar. You can see the Gibson up on the headstock. Gibson is a wonderful brand of guitars, and some people think it's one of the finest brands out there. Patrick owns two Les Paul guitars. One's a Gibson and one's an Epiphone. This one in here is a Les Paul Junior model of the Les Paul. It's a new edition. He just picked it up recently this year. It's a mahogany top and body. It's got humbucker pickup, and this is Patrick's signature sound from Les Paul's, and he uses this guitar. Today Patrick is also sporting this really sporty fedora because he's got a new haircut and he wants to wear a hat. So we all like to have fun here with the band, but we also take it quite seriously with all of our equipment. All the equipment on stage that we personally play is equipment that we personally have bought and purchased on our own. My bass, the computer, the drums, Bill's keyboards, JT's guitars, all the devices that are on stands, all the cabling and cording up here. We've all made the personal investment on ourselves to have this equipment and to make sure it's in top running order each week, which means that we sometimes have to go to the music store and buy new cables, new strings, different pieces of equipment. But it's our joy to do so each week. So I want to thank you this week, and we'd like to continue to bring some behind the scenes about our musical instruments and different things. So until next time, goodbye.